put that into the main ATX connection. Make sure it's all fitted in snugly. That is essentially it. That is all we need. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to get the camera to zoom in slightly more so we can see what's going on the back here. Actually, let's get it started. So normally what you do, actually, make sure you turn on your power supply, very important. So power supply is on. This particular board, for some reason, normally when you turn the power on to these boards, even if they're not booted, normally the RGB around the Gaming Edge or Gaming Plus logo would have been made. An idea that is actually on. For some reason, this board doesn't do it. It's very odd, but yeah. Anyway, so let's find something to press this in. Mike's unboxing pen to the rescue. So just going to press and hold the flashback button for about 2 seconds. Count 2 should be fine. So 1, 2, and release. That should be all you need. So currently at the back, the flashing logo, or the flashing red LED rather, and you can see now the board is kind of sprung into life. So we've got an LED on this top section, which you can see at the top there, just highlighted, next to the ATX power connector. Also, at the same time, is the fan actually on the PSU has kicked in now, so that's a great sign. And currently, I'll actually turn this around a little bit if I can without destroying anything. There you go. You can see on the side there, we've got that flashing LED. Now, what we're waiting for is for that flashing LED to actually change speed. I may have already done it, I may have actually missed it already, but we'll see. It shouldn't have done it quite yet. So we'll carry on watching that LED and see what happens there. It's got 2 speeds. One is for read, one is for write. So it should either pick up or slow down. If it's got to the very end, then you'll see that the power supply will power cycle, so this fan will spin down, and your diagnostic D-LEDs, which I'll get those in as well. Let's have a shot. There we go. So the diagnostic D-LEDs, you'll find those briefly turn off and turn back on again. So at the moment, it's just a case of sit and wait, unfortunately.
At 1:30 the following morning, phone finally rang, but it wasn't Astrid.
Get called. Letting me know Astrid.
Investigators told Stephen the two had been pulled over at a traffic stop at the Arizona border, 200 miles away. He was flabbergasted when investigators revealed what they'd found in Astrid's car.
We're starting to fixed. Red light over here on the boss flash actually just turned off, and also power supply fan you can see briefly spun down and spun back up again. We're currently in a situation where we've got the CPU debug LED on. Tilt up, just about to see CPU debug light is on. And that is essentially it. That is done. I didn't see it change speed, so it must have done it before I turned the camera around onto it. So I started reading it pretty darn fast, which is great. So that's actually worked. What I can do now is I can put the processor back on, or put the rest of the system back together, and it'll be absolutely fine. At this point, because it's actually still running, a lot of you are asking, like, when do I turn it off? What's the best thing to do? So just unplugging the USB stick is actually fine. Once you take it out, it actually feels cold because it's stopped transferring data for a while, so there's no heat to this at all. Whereas when I took out the PC, it was a lot hotter. So that's one good sign to see that it's actually cool and take out just finishes. So just turn off the power supply, and the system will power down. Then you just disconnect all your cables. So you take off your main power, just always gets stuck. Take off our supplementary EDS connector from the top there.
All right, so today we're going to be updating the BIOS on this MSI B550 VC Wi-Fi board. In case you don't know how to update your BIOS, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing that you're going to need is a USB. USB is in the computer, and it just popped up. You don't have to have an empty USB. However, for simplicity, it is nice. Go to properties, and then as you can see here, make sure it's in FAT32. Not exFAT, not NTFS. It has to be in FAT32. If not, you're going to have to format your USB and then proceed to the next step. So the next thing is you want to go ahead and search for this exact same motherboard. If you don't have the box and you don't remember which motherboard you have, you can easily type in system information. And on here, you can see the exact model, base or product. It says Pro 550 M-VC5. And then the first thing that comes up is the MSI link. Go ahead and click it. and go to the support tab. All right, so in the support tab, you're going to want to scroll to the 550 and dash fees.
Shot Stephen. Astrid also needed to hire a kitten to attack Stephen on the beach. It was a dog. Then it came out that Astrid Ebony had tried to poison him. So after he was stabbed, there were several other attempts at poisoning made on the site.
She tried to drug him with Valium and other drugs that she had gotten in Mexico. And the drugs only made him sleepy. So that didn't work.
From there, Astrid bought castor beans, the main ingredient used to make the deadly poison ricin, and set up a makeshift lab.
They tried to manufacture the rice in the garage. They could walk out to my shop. That's something.
Stephen realized just how lucky he was.
Stabbing to the shooting. There are poisonings between those two.
Ebony for help. And Stephen finally had proof that the two women could just
They claimed that
Oh,
in August of 2004.
testing, testing, testing. 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 Testing.